Brilliance Audio presents Promise Me Forever by Debbie Macomber, performed by Terry Clark Linden. Joy Neilsen brushed a dark strand of curly hair away from her face and straightened her shoulders. She stood in front of the closed door, strengthening her resolve. She'd been told what to expect. Absently, her hand smoothed the pants of the uniform she wore as a physical therapist. This was a new case, and she couldn't help feeling apprehensive after listening to Dr. Phelps. Determined, she forced a smile and opened the door. Quickly, her brown eyes scanned the interior. Although the sun was shining, the draperies were closed and the room was filled with dark shadows. A solitary figure in a wheelchair stared silently into the distance. With purpose-filled strides, Joy walked into the room. "Good morning, Mr. Whittaker. I'm your physical therapist, Miss Neilsen. I believe Dr. Phelps mentioned I was coming." Silence. Undeterred, Joy pulled open the draperies and paused momentarily to take in the beauty of the California coast. Huge waves crashed against the beach. The sky was the bluest of blue, and not a cloud was in sight. Joy sighed with appreciation. "Close the draperies." The harshly whispered words were barely audible. Joy ignored him. No one had mentioned her patient was so young, mid-30s at most. His hair was dark and needed to be trimmed. His eyes were like those of a caged lion, fierce, and at the same time, hopeless and angry. It wasn't difficult to see that this man had once been vital and proud. But he was close to being broken. That was the reason she'd been hired. "It's a beautiful morning. I was up at dawn and saw the sunrise." "I said close the draperies." There was no doubting the command a second time. He squinted against the light. "I'll be bringing in breakfast in just a few minutes, if you'd like to get ready." His mouth thinned. His two large hands rotated the chair to her side. "Would you like to eat on the deck?" she asked. Ignoring her, he leaned forward, grabbed the draperies pulley, and tugged them closed. Expelling a frustrated sigh, Joy turned to him, hands on her hips. No, she wouldn't let this man get the better of her. It would be best for them both if he recognized early on that she wasn't like the others. The room again was dim, with only a minimum of soft light. Dragging a chair to the double glass doors, she unlocked the pulley, opened the draperies, and tossed the cord so that it caught on the valance. "If you prefer to have the draperies closed, then do it yourself." His eyes seemed to spit fire at her, but he said nothing. Although his face was covered with at least a day-old beard, Joy could see the nerve twitch in his jaw. "I'll be back in 5 minutes with your breakfast," she told him. She closed the door on her way out and paused to inhale a deep breath. Dr. Phelps hadn't understated the situation. Sloan Whittaker could easily be her most difficult case.